Hello, hello. It is Jennifer Sinceri with Stampin' Up. And it is Tuesday, October 19th, 2021. And I am here tonight to play with Evergreen Elegance. This stamp set is actually going to go on sale tomorrow, which is pretty exciting. It is in our annual catalog, and it is on page 91. It's going to sell for $18.70. If you buy just the stamp set, it's normally $22. It does come as a bundle this year. You could get the bundle. It has a punch that coordinates with it for $40.50 if you wanted the stamp set and the punch. So tonight I'm going to make 3 cards with you, and maybe if I have enough creative juice and time, maybe a gift tag or 2. Okay, we'll see. We will see what happens. So let's see. Do I have anybody on here yet? Let's see. I was running a little bit late. I decided to do some grocery shopping after school today, and I just barely made it home. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. You can find me here on Facebook at Stamping with Jennifer Sinceri. You can also find me on YouTube. You will, I always download the videos from Facebook and I upload them to YouTube. So if you're watching my replay on YouTube, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really enjoy reading your comments. I try and answer every comment, every question that you might leave me. So please feel free to comment on my videos. I love it when you guys do that. Also give me a thumbs up or a heart on the video, like the video. That always helps people to find the videos. All right, first card that we're going to make tonight. It's a very easy design. It has a lot of layers, which I think adds to the elegance of the card. So we are starting with Evening Evergreen. I was in a green mood last night as I was planning out my designs. So all 3 cards tonight are a different shade of green. Okay, then I cut a basic white layer, and I cut it 1/8 of an inch smaller this time, right? Then I cut another Evening Evergreen layer, and this is 1/8 shorter. So I feel like that white really helps make it pop. And then we're going to have another 2 layers. This is a piece of DSP. It has like a herringbone design on it. This comes from the Tidings and Trimmings paper pack. It's a 6x6 stack of DSP, 48 sheets. Hello, Pamela. Thanks for hopping on, friend. Okay, now this is a little bit slightly smaller. So let me give you that dimension. All right, so the DSP is 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. 3 and 5/8 by 4 and 7/8. And then the white piece that's behind it is just 1/8 larger, okay? And then I cut out a die, and this is from our scalloped contour dies. You've seen me use this a lot. All right, and we're gonna do some stamping on this. So I'm just gonna adhere our layers together. I also have pulled this beautiful Evening Evergreen ribbon that we're going to use. It's called the Chevron Weave ribbon. It's got a heavier feel to it. So we'll use that on this card also. Okay, so let's get started. Love this paper pack. I've used it quite a lot. I think the colors are just so, so pretty. I really enjoy these new in colors, the soft succulent and evening evergreen. So I think what makes this card so elegant, like I mentioned, are the multiple layers. Who knew that just adding layers to your card would dress it up? And I know a lot of times people don't want to do that. They feel like, oh, I don't want to waste my paper, but it really does add a lot to your card. And paper is inexpensive. When you look at the big picture, I think what ends up costing a little bit more are the embellishments. So adding a couple extra layers to your card is actually a very economical way to dress up your card and give it a wow feature. See, look at how that just makes that little bit of white makes it pop. Hi, Lori. Thanks for hopping on. Glad you guys found me. I was running a little bit late tonight. Let's see. It looks like Betty's watching and Sharon's watching. Don't be shy. I'm trying to view your comments, so I will know you're watching if you comment. Otherwise, I have to stand up and look at my phone. Okay, now, I haven't even christened these stamps yet, you guys. So brand new Evergreen Elegance. And like I mentioned, this stamp set is on sale tomorrow. You can get a 15% discount on the stamp set. I like it because, yes, you can use it for Christmas, but trees are universal. We can use trees and greens, evergreens, any time of the year. And great for masculine cards as well. So I'm going to put on my labels here, my little stickers. This is a cling stamp set, and it's rubber. Okay, so with rubber stamps, we don't want to press too hard. Otherwise, you end up getting the edges of your stamp on your project. How many of you have ever done that? Yeah, I have. Okay, so like I said, I was running late tonight, so I apologize. I tried to get in a quick trip to the grocery store on my way home today. Yeah. All right, so that's how you do it. So that way you can see the image, and then you just put it on your block, for those of you that don't know how to do this, and then you can see where you're putting it. All right. Okay, so we're going to use the tree. We're also going to use the sentiment that says Merry Christmas. I am trying to get as many Christmas cards as I can made because I always need them. I never have enough Christmas cards. Okay, now very important that I focus and I make sure that I am putting this on. Once you stick the stamp onto these labels, you are not going to get it back off. Okay, it is super, super sticky, and you will end up ripping your stamp. So it's really important that you are being careful and placing it exactly where you want it. Okay, there we go. So we're going to use this one. Oops. Now, here's a quick tip. They're hard to get off. Now this one, because it hasn't been on here very long, will come off. I have found that when I leave my cling stamps on my blocks for a longer period of time, like if I'm prepping for one of my classes and I leave them for a while, they're harder to get off. So one of the things that I've done that helps me is I use my U-Pick tool, and I just kind of go right underneath, and that helps lift it so that it will come off, and I'm not ripping my stamp. So there's a little tip for you. If you're doing some work over a couple days, you can use your U-Pick tool. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of lining my stamp up with my grid paper so that it is straight. All right, so that looks pretty good. So there's our image, and there's a little star in here. We're going to use the star for the top of our tree. Okay, see it right there? And it's just like a puzzle. I want to make sure that the shape fits in. All right, and there we go. And plop this on to my block. Okay. Hello, Peggy. How are you? Okay, I think I am going to use this Evergreen Bow Stamp. We might use that on the inside. So let me go ahead and mount it also. We'll have to decide what sentiment we're going to put on the inside of our cards tonight. I will read them to you. Okay, so let me get this started here. So I apologize for being late tonight. I ran in the house. I told the guys, I said, you have to bring the groceries in. I'm late. There might be people waiting for me. And then I got on and nobody was here. And I thought, uh-oh. Okay. But you guys are here now. You found me. Okay. There's that one. Actually, I think I'm going to change it because I want to use a smaller block. I have found that when I use the bigger blocks, sometimes ink gets on them. So I'm just going to use my U-Pick tool. I'm just pulling up that sticker. There we go. And we'll put it on the smaller block. A little bit easier to work with. Okay, I think I'm good other than an inside sentiment. So we're going to say Merry Christmas. We've got, it's friends like you that make this season so wonderful, or may the beauty of the season bring you joy and warm memories to cherish throughout the year. I think I'm going to use this one. Okay, and let's make sure I have a block. So, excuse my reach. All right. So let's pull this one. Okay, and then one more to do, and then the boring part is over. Okay. Oh, hello, Gail. How are you? Okay. Oh, I hear Percy crying downstairs. Okay. And we'll use the grid paper again just to get it straight. There we go. Perfect. I am hanging in there. I am hanging in there. It's been kind of crazy. Lots going on. Busy, busy time. Almost the end of the trimester, so teachers are super busy trying to get all those grades done. Okay, let's grab our Evening Evergreen ink. And we're going to ink up our beautiful evergreen tree. Okay, looks like it's pretty good. And I'm thinking that I want to just go ahead and center it. Let me look and make sure that this is going to fit. Barely. Barely. Okay. And we want enough room for our star. So just right in the middle. Nice even pressure. Ooh, good, crisp, clean. Okay. And then Let's see, how about we do Cherry Cobbler? Hi, Shelly. We are playing with Evergreen Elegance tonight. All right, I'm going to ink up Merry Christmas, really hoping that that will fit. And not look yucky. Okay, barely. I might cover that up with a strip. We'll see. We'll see if we like it. Okay, and then we're going to add a little star. And I'm using crushed curry for that. You could use Bumblebee, which is another really bright yellow. Okay. There's our star. And we're going to add a few little embellishments to this one. So I am pulling out my red rhinestones. My red rhinestones. You get 220 rhinestones. That's a lot. I think I'll put them on last because I don't want them to pop off. So let's do that the very last. I'm going to adhere this. And let's get some dimensionals too. So let's decide, do we want to pop up the white die cut and have the layers flat? Let me hold that up. Or I think what I want to do is pop this whole part up. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. And we're also, let's see if we can, I should have left a little more room at the bottom. So my original idea may not work. Let's see. Let's see. If I do it right at the edge of the tree, it's going to cover up the tree. So I might improvise. I have another idea. You haven't played with this set yet, Shelly? Do you have this set, I'm assuming? Just haven't played with it yet? What I like about this set is it has a lot of possibility. It doesn't have to just be Christmas. Trees can be for sympathy cards. They can be birthday cards, thinking of you cards. There's so much that we can do with trees. And yes, this green is just gorgeous, isn't it? Okay. This is that Evening Evergreen. This is one of our new in colors this year. So we're going to have it for the rest of this catalog, the rest of the life of this catalog. The annual catalog expires in April. I thought it was May, but it's actually April. And then we'll have it one more year after that. So in colors are only around for 2 years. So if you love this color, I highly recommend that you buy your cardstock so that you have enough to go with whatever DSP you have bought. And you want to make sure you have bought a couple re-inkers for your ink pad, because it will retire and you won't be able to get them anymore. And that's always sad. All right, let's see if we can put a bow on the side. Let's see if that will work. And if I don't like it, we won't do it. I really wanted to use this beautiful ribbon. It has such a nice weight to it. It's thicker and looks appropriate for wintry cards. You know how sometimes, spring, we think of light. I don't know that I like that. Don't like it. We think of lighter colors, lightweight. This is heavier, and it just makes me think of winter. Make this a little bit smaller. Maybe put it in the corner. We'll see. If I had been paying attention better, I I wanted to wrap it underneath and do a bow right here, but it's going to be, I just don't like how it's so close to the writing, the font. I mean the sentiment. Okay. So let's see. Ooh, I don't have my good scissors. Where are my good scissors? Who took Mom's good scissors? Ugh, someone's going to pay. All right. I need to have like a little alarm system on my good scissors so they don't disappear. All right. I don't know. Oh, we could put it right in the middle. I haven't decided yet. May not do the bow. May not do it. All right, let's put on our rhinestones. One, two, three, four, 5. Odd numbers are good. Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Bow or no bow? I'm kind of on the fence about it. Kind of on the fence. All right. Well, you guys decide for me. I am going to stamp my inside. All right, I'm going to set that to the side. I don't want to get ink on it. You guys tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Okay, let's stamp some evergreens. Let me do my sentiment first. And we'll do it in real red. Oh, congratulations, Shelly. You're 8 years being a demonstrator. Wow, that's exciting. Good for you. All right. Now let's decide about those evergreens. I think I'm going to do them on the bottom. And let's do that on the top. That's pretty. What do you guys think? I like that. Okay, put this inside, and we have our first card. Not too bad, pretty easy. All right, well, any anniversary needs to be celebrated, Shelley, so I think you need to do something special. Treat yourself. All right. Very cute card, very simple. I love the layers because like I said, I really feel like that makes it pop. Those embellishments, fancy it up a bit, and then we've got our festive inside. All right, and then we have to decide. I don't know. I think it's not working for me with the bow, so I'm gonna have to save that little bow for something else. All right, there's the first card. You could color in your star if you wanted it. I believe that there is a second star. Yep. So there's another star in there that you could use to fill it in, or just use your marker if you want. Totally up to you. Okay. Cute and sweet and very easy. All right. Second card. I was in a green mood, so all the cards tonight are a different color green. So we just used Evergreen, and now we're going to use Soft Succulent. And then you'll have to wait and see what the last card green name is going to be. Okay. Another piece of white. And then this is from the same pack of paper, Tidings and Trimmings DSP. It's in the annual catalog. It's actually not in the holiday. It's in the annual catalog. It's a 6x6 pack, and you get 48 sheets. All right, now, I pulled the Ornate Garden dies. And let me see if I still have it. Yep, I still have that die out. So let me show you the piece I used. It's this one. Okay, and I just placed it on my strip of paper. And it's smaller. My paper is smaller. Let me put a piece of, here, let me put it on the back side so you can see it. It's obviously smaller than the die, and that's fine. I just placed it where I wanted it, kind of in the middle, so I didn't get these parts because I wanted these to be smooth edges. And I just ran that through my cut and emboss machine so that I could get the edges like this. Okay, so that's what I did. These dies are in the annual catalog. They're beautiful. Okay. And then I cut a strip of this crumb cake DSP. One side is Christmassy evergreens, and then I'm using the piece that has little tiny stars or snowflakes on it. Okay, if you guys can see that. And that's going to go on here. So the dimensions, it fits exactly that piece of DSP. The dimensions are, for this one, if you want to write this down, I didn't write it down this time, you guys, I'm sorry. It's 3 3/4 in length, 3 3/4 by 1 1/8, 1 1/8, okay? And then this one, same in length, and the width was 1 3/4. Okay. All right. Am I still frozen? Or are you guys able to see me? I look like I'm moving on my end. All right. Might be your connection. Then we've got 2 rectangles that I've cut, and we're going to stamp on this one. So basic white. We've got 2 inches by 3, let me hold on, 3 3/4. Okay. And then this is 1/4 of an inch larger. Okay. All right. So we're going to stamp our tree on here again. We're going to do it in soft succulent this time. And I don't have my chamois next to me, so I'm just going to stamp off and make sure I've got any wet ink off. And then re-ink. Okay, so Pam, you froze up for a little bit. Are you guys in the same area, or are you in different places? Because it looks like I'm still moving. All right, we're going to stamp our tree right in the middle. Okay. And we're going to adhere this. A little, there we go. Make sure it's centered all the way around. Come on, eyeballs, work for me here. Actually, come on, fingers, work for me here. There we go. Or close enough, right? And then let's adhere these 2 pieces. Peggy, if it helps, you can leave the live and then come back to it. Sometimes that will help. And then you can always watch the replay too. I post them right after I'm finished. Okay, always pay attention to your DSP when you're adhering it, because some of it is directional and you want to make sure that you don't have flowers upside down or whatnot. Luckily with this pack of paper, with all the evergreens, they're all different directions, and so it doesn't really matter which way you put it down. Let's see, do we want to pop this up or have that flat? I think we're going to do flat. Okay. I'm really into the white right now. I'm just enjoying the white. It just has that clean, fresh, crisp feeling to it. We're going to make sure that this is centered. Isn't that cute? So sweet and cute with that lacy edging. This is the Garden Ornate, or Ornate Garden. I think it's Ornate Garden dies. Okay, now we're going to pop this one up, or it could go flat, but I think I'll pop mine. And there they are. Okay. Simple, easy card layouts that are not complicated and that won't take a lot of time. So I like that. I appreciate that. When I want to mass produce a card, I can just make an assembly line and get my pieces cut out, and then, oops, start putting them together. So not complicated at all. Now on this one, we're going to add, instead of red, we're going to put some pearls, basic pearls, okay? And you get 140 pearls, and there's 3 different sizes. As you can see, I've used all the big ones on this, so we're just going to use our the smallest ones, and that's fine. And I'll hold it up. It's a little hard to see from far away, I know. You want to do odd numbers, so I'm going to do 5 because I want it to be, oops, stuck on my finger. Oops, get over here. There we go. All right, so I'll hold that up so you can see the pearls. You see the little pearls on there? Isn't that cute? Okay. Then let's see. I was thinking maybe using some linen thread on here. So I'm thinking I'm going to try, if my fingers will cooperate, a double bow on the side. So what I do is I take my fingers and I just wrap the linen thread around a couple times. If I can, there we go. So I wrapped it around 3 times, and I have one tail, and then I'm going to cut this one and make a tail. Oh, I keep going for my yellow scissors and they're not here. Who took my scissors? Okay. Then I'm going to squeeze it in the middle. Then I've got my loops, okay? And I've got my 2 tails. And I'm going to cut another piece. And I'm going to use that and tie it. Always helps to have a buddy, but I'm going to do this just by myself. Okay, so I'm holding it, so those loops, and then I'm going to probably lay it down, or you could bring it up to your mouth if you wanted to and hold it, but there we go. Ta-da! Okay, so there's my double bow, and then we'll fix our tails. Okay, so I'll hold that up a little higher so you guys can see it. You see that bow? So you can see, I just feel like that gives it a little bit more substance and you guys can see it. Now you could go to the side like this. You could go this way. If you had wrapped it under and did some layers, you could do it that way. You could put it at the top, corner. There's so many possibilities. I kind of like it right here or in the middle. All right, so what do you guys think? Sentiment is not going on the front. We're not putting a sentiment on the front. I think maybe here. Kind of blends in with the DSP a little bit too much. Let me grab a glue dot. These glue dots are from one of my paper pumpkin kits. I always keep those. I always have extras, so many extras. Okay. And it doesn't have to be a perfect bow. It kind of gives it that rustic country look, doesn't it? And I'll probably lay a book on top of it to get that to lay down. All right, now we're going to open it up and we're going to do the inside. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, you could do a double mat. You could cut a crumb cake mat and add another layer on the inside if you wanted to. You don't have to. I'm not going to tonight. Shelly, it's getting really cloudy where you are. My hubby said that we're supposed to have rain off and on this week. Yeah. So that you might be starting to get the rain for tonight. And I think I'm going to do black ink on the inside for this one. So let me stamp off. We don't want red on this one. Okay. All right. And then we're going to add some of these beautiful pine boughs. I can just smell it. And we'll add that on the inside again. I am going to keep my bedroom window open so that we can smell the rain tonight. It was so lovely. Yeah, I think we had rain Sunday night. Yeah, I think it was Sunday night, and I loved it. We need rain so badly here in California. Okay, there's the pretty inside of our card. There we go. I think that's a very sweet card. Very sweet. On the simple side, but this die really dresses it up. I hope you like that one. Okay, the third card I'm going to make tonight. Let me cover my ink. This one was inspired by the paper pumpkin kit that should be arriving any day if you ordered it. Maybe you have yours already. Mine hasn't shown up yet. but it coordinates with, I believe it's Shaded Spruce. I don't remember. And this Peaceful Prints DSP. So, this is for the outside. This is for the inside. So let me set that aside. Okay, so this is 1/4 of an inch smaller. I'm using a basic white card base this time. And 1/4 of an inch, and this is Shaded Spruce. Isn't that just lovely? Look at that. Oh, then I cut this one a little bit smaller to show more of the green. So this one is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay. Then I cut 3 strips of paper, identical. You could vary it, do different patterns if you want. I wanted the foiling to show, and these are all the same size. So these are 1 3/8. You could do 1 1/2 if you wanted to, by 3 3/8. Okay. Oh, kitty hair. So let me glue this down. This is a bit of a fancier, blingy type card. It's got more sparkle to it. All right. So make sure it's centered. Then we're going to glue these on. So we're going to have a little bit of white all the way around, okay? I usually do, when I do this type of a layout, I do the outer 2 first, then I do the center one. Now this card could be horizontal or vertical. Either way, I'm doing mine vertical, so tall. Okay, and then we're going to put that on our card base. Okay, now we are going, there's not going to be any tree on this one, no stamped tree. What I ended up doing was I cut using the punch that coordinates with this stamp set. I used the punch and I cut out some trees. Okay, so we're going to put those little trees down here. You can do it either way, it doesn't matter. And then I use layering circles, and we're going to put a sentiment on there. And we're also going to grab one of these gorgeous iridescent snowflakes. We're going to put a sentiment on here. Okay. And then I'm going to pull in some of this beautiful glittered organdy ribbon on there. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. All right. Oh. Okay. Oh, that loop is a little bigger than the other one. Okay, so let me trim my tails. I always bring them to the front and trim them together so they are the same length. This one's a little funky. There we go. Okay, and then let's glue these pieces down. I think I'll use a little liquid glue so I don't make a mess with my adhesive. Let's see if I can get it to start. There we go. It always does this to me, and then it like burps out. All right, let's put it in the corner. I don't like this one. Let's try another one. There we go. Sneaky guys. They're trying to get me. And I always store mine upside down too. I think they have it out for me. Okay. Using my tweezers. We don't sell tweezers. But if you don't have a pair of tweezers, you should get one. I use tweezers a lot. I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue just in the center of my snowflake. My sentiment will help anchor and hold this down, so don't worry about all of the other points that are not glued down. Now, let's see. We need to find a sentiment that's going to fit on here. And I don't know that the sentiments in this set are going to fit. I don't know about that. I used a different set when I was playing around with this. Gene, your video won't work. Oh my goodness. You guys we're all having issues tonight, aren't we? Okay. I'm going to use this one. So let me just, I'm not going to take the time to put the label on it. Okay. And it says, it's friends like you that make this season so wonderful. And we're going to use black for that. Goodness gracious, everyone's having technical issues. I'm still going live. I can still see my live, so I don't think it's me. Sometimes you need to leave the video and go back in. Or sometimes you need to refresh the page, and that will help too. All right, now I'm going to take shaded spruce, and I'm going to ink up these bows, and I'm going to stamp off because I don't want it super, super dark. And we're just going to go kind of on the side here, like that. And then let's do a little bit here, just a tiny bit. Should have done maybe a little more, but that's okay. It'll work. And then we're going to adhere this. Center it. Isn't that pretty? And then put that on here. And then we'll add a sparkly bow. So let me pop this up with some dimensionals. On these circles, this particular size, I use about 3 dimensionals. Kind of making a triangle, if you will, like 3 points of a triangle. Okay. And then, like I said, that will help hold down your snowflake also. And then I need my glue dot, my bigger glue dot. Still nothing. Go out and then try again, and it works for like 4 seconds and stops. That is so weird. Is anybody else having trouble? Or is it just Jean and Peggy? That is so weird. Okay. There's that. And then I could add some rhinestones on here too. I don't think I have any close by, but you could add some rhinestones also if you want to add a little bit more sparkle. Let me see if I can find a few. I don't have them close by, but we can use some of these guys. These are elegant faceted gems, so we'll use some of those. Okay. Put a few of these in here. Okay. Now let's do the inside. Friends like you that make the season so wonderful. We'll put those bows again on the inside. I'm not getting very creative with that stamp. I know, but for time's sake. Oops, I almost made a boo-boo. Let's close that and let's do our black. Okay. And then adhere this. So I'm curious, if you've gone in to watch a replay, do you have problems watching it that way? Is it only when it's live? Just curious for those of you that are having technical problems. Because I don't think it's on my end. I'm still live and I'm noticing that my video is still moving. If it is me, I want to try and fix it, but I don't think it's me. Only the live, okay. So then it's not me. Okay, there we go. All right, so we've got 3 very different cards, all using the same stamp set. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty. All right, it's already 7 o'clock, you guys. So I don't know. I don't know if you want to stick around and watch me make a gift tag. Do you want to see a gift tag or not? All right. If you want to watch me make a gift tag, I guess you can stay. If you're tuckered out, then that's okay. All right, what I did was I pulled this die, and now my mind just went blank. I thought I would use that, and I'm going to use some of this paper. I'm grabbing my little paper trimmer here, and we're going to make a very easy gift tag. So let's see. Let's do this at 2 and maybe by 4. Okay. Right. And then we're going to need a piece of white. I'm just looking at my scraps here. 2 by 4 again. Okay. And let me grab my black ink. Just realized I'm going to need my my hole puncher. Okay. Friends like you. Then we're going to stamp a tree on another piece, and we're going to cut it out. And we don't have dies for this, so I do have to fussy cut this tree. And I think I want to grab a smaller tree because the bigger one is going to be too big. So let me grab this medium tree that's in this set. Okay, so let me put this on our block, and I won't take the time to put the backing on. Looks pretty good. All right. Okay, and then I'm just going to fussy cut that out. And I am not going to cut really intricate. I'm just going to go around those little tips. It's on white paper and it's going to be adhered to white, so it's okay. But you'll see why I didn't stamp it on the white. I'm going to adhere this kind of askew. Okay. All right. Kind of like that. So it's going to be a little bit off. Now, I think I need to trim this a little smaller because I want this, oops, just got that in my ink. Make this a little bit smaller. Let's go 1.5. Maybe a little bit, because I think I just cut too much. Let's even it out. Okay. So we could go kind of like this, like that, or we could just kind of go like that. I think I like that better. This is basically just giving a little bit of color, solid color. This is a great way to use up scraps. And we could pull, do I have my punch? Let's see, I don't know if I want to use it. You could, we've got a couple punches that have different ends, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to do it. For the sake of time, maybe I'll put the whole tag in the punch. Let's pop this up. Okay. I could go this way or this way. I think I like it this way. Yeah. There, we'll go like that. All right, now I do have delightful, I forget what it's called. Let's see if we can get that in there. Let's see if that works. Okay. Cute. It worked. Imagine that. All right, and then let's add a couple little embellishments on there and call it good. And I'll hold it up so you guys can see it a little better, because I know it's hard to see the white on white. Now on the gift tag, I don't know that I would do 5 embellishments. It's totally up to you. You just have to decide how you want to use your embellishments. Okay, and then because I used little red embellishments, maybe use some red ribbon or tie. Okay, hold that little roll away there. And we could even, if I had a buddy here, they could hold this for me, because I want a loop to tie it, but I also want a bow. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a loop to tie it onto my gift package, but I'm also going to tie a bow. Let's see if that works. Okay. And okay, so you've got your little bow, and I'm gonna tweak it a little bit and make it prettier, because right now it's kind of not pretty. There's the bow, and then I can tie it onto my package. Normally I just kind of knot it this way. You know, I make a little knot once I've put it on my gift bag. But I'll hold that up so you can see the end. Those punches make such a difference. So there's your little gift tag. Super duper easy. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. I hope you had fun. I'm so sorry some of you are having trouble with your technology. But thanks for hanging with me to the end of the video. And I will not be live on Friday. I have a birthday party that I'm going to. So I am going to hop on Thursday. All right. So I will see you Thursday instead of Friday. All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.